In recent years, a series of chilling discoveries have rattled the globe, revealing that our planet harbors its own terrifying secrets. Day after day, researchers and explorers from across the world have been unveiling these eerie finds. From an eel straight out of hell to the enigmatic shadow zone, here are 20 of the most terrifying discoveries made recently. Number 20. Eel straight out of hell. In January 2023, the internet was captivated by a colossal and eerie eel that washed ashore on a Texas beach. Discovered by Jace Tunnell from the University of Texas Marine Science Institute, this American eel measures a whopping 4 feet in length, making it among the biggest eels ever discovered. According to Texas Parks and Wildlife, the longest American eel ever recorded was a mere 42 inches, so this 4-foot behemoth is really something. Naturally, female American eels can grow up to 4 feet long, while males only reach a maximum of 1.5 feet. These eels have a slimy mucus layer that gives them a slippery texture. They're nocturnal hunters, feasting on crustaceans, small insects, worms, and other fish. What's fascinating is that their life cycle begins in freshwater. They possess the remarkable ability to breathe through their skin, allowing them to traverse land and overcome obstacles in streams. Aside from their size, eels can be pretty horrifying to look at. Luckily, they don't really care much about humans unless, of course, you try to hurt them. This discovery also sparked discussions about the potential factors that contributed to the eel's extraordinary growth, such as environmental conditions or genetic variations. While the massive eel left many in awe, it served as a reminder of the wonders and mysteries beneath the ocean's surface. With each extraordinary discovery, our understanding of the vast and diverse marine world expands, leaving us even more fascinated and humbled by the natural wonders of our planet. Number 19. Second Earth. Recently, NASA discovered something incredible, a planet incredibly similar to ours. We finally learned about TOI 700e. TOI 700e is a planet that's about 95% the size of our planet, and just like Earth, it's believed to have a solid rocky surface. Just like the Sun, it's also orbiting around its very own dwarf star. Remember TOI 700d, another planet discovered in the same system in 2020? Well, it's also about the same size as Earth, and here's the icing on the cosmic cake. Both TOI 700e and TOI 700d are located within the star's habitable zone. The habitable zone is that sweet spot around a star where conditions might be just right for liquid water to exist on a planet's surface. And as you know, liquid water is one of the critical ingredients for life as we know it. So the fact that these exoplanets are in the habitable zone is pretty darn exciting. It means there's a chance, just a chance, mind you, that these planets could potentially have or might have had the right conditions to support life. Now, before we get carried away with visions of extraterrestrial civilizations living on TOI 700e or TOI 700d, it's important to keep our feet planted firmly on the ground, or should I say Earth. Just because a planet is similar to us doesn't automatically mean it's a suitable habitat for humans. It's way trickier, you see. There are many other factors to consider when it comes to a planet's habitability. Sure, size and location are crucial, but there are countless other variables at play. Factors like atmospheric composition, a magnetic field, and even the planet's history all come into play. So even though these exoplanets tick some boxes, there's still a lot we don't know about their potential for supporting life as we know it. But who knows? Soon enough, we might be sending people into space to do a cosmic migration. Now it's time for today's topic. What Russia just discovered in Antarctica terrifies the whole world. In late 2023, a Russian research expedition stumbled upon an astonishing sight deep within the frozen heart of Antarctica. While conducting a routine survey of the ice, their equipment detected a massive, man-made structure encased within a towering glacier. Upon closer inspection, the crew was shocked to find a rusted, dilapidated ship embedded high up in the ice, as if it had been frozen in time. The vessel, unlike any they had seen, was suspended hundreds of feet above the ground, making its presence both eerie and inexplicable. The ship, believed to be of Soviet origin, had no recorded history, and its mysterious placement in the glacier has sparked global debate. How did the ship become trapped in the ice at such an altitude? Was it part of a forgotten mission, or something even more sinister? Russian authorities quickly cordoned off the area, limiting access to the discovery, fueling rumors of hidden evidence and unknown secrets buried within the ice. As scientists and experts scramble for answers, the world is left wondering if this discovery points to a deeper mystery, one that could rewrite Antarctica's history and our understanding of what truly lies beneath the ice. Number 18. Massive megalodon shark. A few months into 2023, fossil experts stumbled upon something truly spine-chilling, a jaw-dropping megalodon tooth. In June 2023, fossil expert Michael Nastasio struck gold off the coast of Venice, Florida, just about 70 miles south of Tampa. Amidst the sandy depths, he unearthed the remarkable 6-inch-long megalodon tooth. Can you believe the size of this thing? The megalodon is a colossal beast, often referred to as the terror of the deep, and was the largest shark to ever exist on our planet. The megalodon prowled the seas around 23 million to 2.6 million years ago. If you thought the great white shark was intimidating, the megalodon puts it to shame. The megalodon was a fearsome hunter that had rows upon rows of razor-sharp teeth, each measuring several inches in length. On top of the food chain, this creature feasted on medium to large marine mammals, from seals to dolphins and whales. With its massive size and unparalleled hunting skills, it was undoubtedly the apex predator of its time. It ruled the oceans with unmatched dominance, leaving other creatures scrambling to avoid it. Number 17. Ancient crocodile. Recently, researchers discovered a beast that lived more than 240 million years ago. This incredible creature has been named Mambuakale ruhuhu, which means ancient crocodile from the Ruhuhu Basin. You know that this beast is horrifying for it to be given such an imposing name. The Mambuakale fossils were discovered in 1963 in the Ruhuhu Basin in Tanzania. The fossils were brought to the Natural History Museum in London, but it wasn't until recently that researchers had the chance to analyze and study them. Mambuakale was a true titan of terror. This ancient reptile was over 16 feet long, with jaws that could crush bones and teeth as sharp as knives. This ancient predator was a force to be reckoned with. In fact, it's one of the largest predators we know of from the Middle Triassic period, about 247 to 237 million years ago. I'm all for animals, but I'm glad this creature is long extinct. Can you imagine this ferocious behemoth lurking in our waters today? Number 16. Giant trapdoor spider. The Queensland Museum has stumbled upon a fascinating discovery, a massive trapdoor spider species lurking in central Queensland's Brigalow Belt. As you can see, these spiders are no small fry. These spiders are pretty giant, and they'll surely be in the nightmares of arachnophobes all around the world. Its name is Euplos dignitas, which literally means dignity and greatness. It's a perfect fit considering the sheer size of this critter. These creatures inhabit the woodlands of central Queensland. These trapdoor spiders might be scary, but they're also pretty impressive. They construct these cryptic trapdoors on the ground, blending seamlessly with their woodland surroundings. You could walk right past them without even realizing they're there. What's more, they spend a good chunk of their lives, around 6 or 7 years, chilling in their cozy burrows. Introverts can surely relate. Now, I know some of you might feel a bit jittery around 8-legged beings, but you don't have anything to worry about. These arachnids are pretty chill when it comes to humans. They don't pose any real threat. Their venom isn't something to worry about. These spiders are more likely to mind their own business and only get feisty if they feel super threatened. Number 15. Internet apocalypse. Imagine not having the internet for a day. Sounds like a complete nightmare, right? Well, imagine not having access to the internet for months. There's a chance that soon enough, a massive solar storm will hit Earth, causing a major internet apocalypse. According to some groundbreaking research, such a disaster could leave us disconnected from the online world. Yikes! You see, these solar storms occur every century or so when our planet gets hit by fierce solar winds. Typically, the majestic shield surrounding Earth protects us, but when the solar wind intensifies, we're in trouble. Scientists estimate that the chance of a severe space weather event affecting Earth is incredibly slim, but the chances aren't zero. The last big storms were recorded back in 1859 and 1921. The Carrington event, as it's known, caused telegraph wires to burst into flames and even brought auroras to places near the equator. More recent incidents have shown us that even smaller storms can wreak havoc, like the one in 1989 that plunged the entire Canadian province of Quebec into darkness for 9 hours. But the thing is, back then we weren't as reliant on the internet as we are now. In the digital age, the internet is our lifeline, connecting continents through undersea cables. While local and regional connections are relatively safe, those massive undersea cables are at risk during a solar storm. These cables have repeaters to boost signals, but they're vulnerable to geomagnetic currents. If even one repeater goes offline, entire cables could become useless. Now here's the scary part. The economic impact of just one day without the internet in the US is estimated to be over $7 billion. Imagine if the network remained non-functional for days, weeks, or even months. Luckily, we'll have about 13 hours of warning before the next big solar storm hits, thanks to NASA. Let's hope the internet apocalypse doesn't happen anytime soon, though, because trust me, the world without the internet is a place we don't want to be. Number 14. terrifying new demon shark. Scientists have just discovered a brand new species of shark that has been lurking in the abyss for over a decade. More than a decade ago, the deceased pregnant female of the shark species was discovered off the coast of Western Australia, but it remained unidentified until recently. Its name is Apisturus ovicorrugatus, quite a mouthful, but it came from the Latin word for corrugated egg. You see, this shark's eggs have a unique appearance, like little purses belonging to mermaids. Apisturus is a type of cat shark known for its ghostly and mysterious nature. They're often called ghost or demon sharks, making them among the most terrifying of these sharks due to their ghostly appearance. Imagine bizarre creatures lurking in the deep. Now, their eggs might look unique, but what made scientists intrigued was a killing machine that also looks like a ghost. The ocean really is a pretty frightening place. Number 13. Fungal takeover. Do you know what's equivalent to a zombie apocalypse? A time when fungi are resistant to everything. Yep. Over the past decade, these little organisms are becoming a growing global threat, and scientists are sounding the alarm bells. Did you know that some of these fungi could potentially invade our bodies and take over our brains? Sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, right? It's a slim chance, but it's possible. The evolution of these fungal pathogens and their impact on human health is no joke. These fungi are responsible for more than 1.5 million deaths annually. These organisms are mutating and adapting to new environments, making it harder for scientists to keep up. There's no need for us to worry about fungi creating zombies just yet, but we might need to worry about their rapid evolution and adaptation for now. The scary part is that if you're immunocompromised or dealing with conditions like cancer, these fungal infections can turn deadly real quick. And there are countless other fungal threats out there impacting plants and insects, just waiting for an opportunity to mess with us humans. Number 12. Cursed doll. A woman recently shared what she found in the basement of an apartment that she got for an incredibly good deal. Little did she know, there was a reason behind the low price tag of the property. She only realized it upon discovering an eerie cursed doll in the house's basement. Its appearance was so horrifying that the woman immediately ran back upstairs upon seeing it. Can you blame her? I mean, who wants to mess with a doll that will eat your soul? When this spooky story made its way to the internet, the reactions were priceless. Some questioned why anyone would spend their hard-earned money on a doll like that, while others urged the woman to abandon the house and never look back. One user suggested that the doll probably comes to life at midnight, while another insisted on burning it with salt just to be safe. Safety first, right? Number 11. Massive flying dinosaur. Imagine a relative of the cunning and fearsome dinosaurs you see in the Jurassic Park movies. Well, researchers recently discovered similar creatures in the vast land of China. Paleontologists have unearthed the fossil remains of a remarkable creature called Zhenyuanlong Suni. This feathered dinosaur roamed the Earth a whopping 125 million years ago, just before the massive asteroid hit our planet that ended the reign of the terrible lizards. Standing over 5 feet tall, this species sported short wings adorned with multiple layers of large, intricate feathers that resembled the vibrant coverings we see in today's birds. You can say that this team of scientists from the University of Edinburgh and the Chinese Academy of Geological Sciences struck gold when they uncovered the incredibly well-preserved skeleton. After analyzing the fossils, it revealed things about the dinosaurs that we've never known before. In the future, we might learn more about dinosaurs, and discoveries might even reveal details that we've never known before. Number 10. Lobe AI art has been making waves lately with tools like Midjourney and Stable Diffusion allowing users to generate artwork through artificial intelligence. Although it's controversial whether AI-generated art is really considered art, many continue to dabble in AI art generation because of how easy it is. You simply input a short phrase or prompt, and the AI interprets it to create an image. The results can range from strange and disturbing to surprisingly beautiful. Users also have the option to train the AI to refine the art it produces. But perhaps one of the strangest creations since the boom of AI art is Lobe. She's become quite a sensation online, being referred to as an AI ghost, creepy, a demon, and the curse of AI art. But who or what really is Lobe? Well, Lobe is a fictional character, an amalgamation of human features in the form of an older woman generated by an AI tool. She was brought to life by Twitter user Supercomposite, who used an image prompt to create her. Nothing out of the ordinary, really. The strange part is how Lobe seemed to have taken on a life of her own. The user mixed other AI-generated images with the original images of Lobe, asking the AI to create something new based on her. And that's when things got dark and eerie. The AI started generating macabre and gory images featuring headless humans and children with horrifying faces. And now everyone's saying that this entity is out to get everyone, randomly appearing in many AI art created by people. Number 9. Peculiar jellyfish. Earlier this year, a team of scientists captured a spine-chilling video of this jellyfish species in action, swimming at an astonishing depth of over 4,593 feet below the surface. Can you imagine the sheer darkness and eerie silence down there? Not to mention the number of terrifying sea creatures that lurk in the abyss. This isn't the first encounter with this particular jellyfish. In 2015, the NOAA ocean exploration ship Okeanos Explorer had a close encounter with it. Scientists suspect that this strange jellyfish belongs to the Bathychorus genus. With rays extending from its bell, this jellyfish appears straight out of a nightmare. It's believed that these rays serve a purpose, catching unsuspecting prey. This is a creature that hunts gelatinous animals like swimming sea cucumbers and even other jellyfish. This basically means that this creature can be considered a cannibal as it eats its own kind. Number 8. Rocks made of plastic. Scientists have recently discovered plastic rocks on a remote volcanic island off the Brazilian coast. Yeah, you heard that right, rocks made of plastic. Naturally, experts have been worried because it shows just how deeply plastic pollution has infiltrated our planet's geological patterns. Plastic has literally become a part of nature. These rocks are called plastiglomerates and are made of sediment, debris, and melted plastic. What's more worrisome is that they were found on Trindade Island off the coast of Brazil. It's a precious conservation area for endangered green turtles. It's their nesting ground where they lay their precious eggs. This shows that plastic is so invasive that it can even infiltrate the most protected areas on our planet. So what's the culprit behind these plastic rocks? Well, it's fishing nets. Fishing nets are used by fishermen, but if left floating in the ocean, they can have a pretty bad impact. The nets get tangled up and washed ashore, piling up on the beaches. And when the temperature rises, guess what happens? Yep, the plastic starts melting and fusing with the natural materials, creating these harmful plastiglomerates. But here's the deeper issue at play. The discovery of these plastic rocks signifies something much larger, the Anthropocene. This basically means that there might be an era where human activities are drastically impacting our planet's atmosphere, climate, and geology. In simpler terms, it means we've left a permanent mark on the Earth, and it's not a good one. Our pollution, garbage, and plastic are becoming part of the Earth's geological records. We're literally leaving our plastic legacy behind for future generations to uncover, and that's not a legacy we should be proud of. Hopefully, we'll learn how to mitigate plastics before it's too late. Number 7. Shadow Zone. Shadow Zone sounds like something out of a fantasy movie, but it's actually a hidden world beneath the North Pacific Ocean. Scientists have recently made an astonishing discovery about this shadow zone. This mysterious realm, thousands of feet below the surface, has been holding on to the same water for a mind-boggling 2,000 years. Yep, you heard that right. This ancient water has been trapped, locked away in the deepest, darkest abyss of the North Pacific. Now, you might be wondering, why has this water been stuck there for so long? Well, you see, the ocean floor in this area is like rugged, rocky terrain, creating an uneven surface. This, combined with the influence of surface currents driven by the wind, has acted as a cosmic prison for the ancient water, keeping it confined for millennia. It's not just the water that's trapped within these hidden depths. Molecules of nutrients and carbon have also been locked away. And here's where it gets really interesting. When this water finally escapes its confines, it could have a massive impact on the entire ocean and even the global climate. More research is needed for us to fully grasp this unprecedented discovery. Number 6. The noises on Mount Everest. As the sun dips below the horizon and the temperatures drop in the frozen landscape of Mount Everest, a strange sound begins to fill the air. This eerie symphony has long been a puzzle that scientists have been trying to unravel. In 2018, Dr. Podolsky and his team spent weeks battling the frigid conditions, stationed on the Trackerding-Trambeau Glacier. They were baffled by the nocturnal sound echoing through the valleys. But upon returning to lower altitudes and analyzing the data they had gathered, everything finally fell into place. The seismic activity they recorded pointed directly at the extreme cold as the culprit behind the mysterious sound resonating near Mount Everest. You see, when darkness descends upon the frozen landscape, the temperature takes a nosedive, causing the ice to crack and shatter, which in turn causes the eerie symphony of the ice. Number 5. Reptile Visitor. Imagine you're just minding your own business in your backyard, when you suddenly hear a strange noise inside your house. Curious, you investigate the source of the strange sound, and when you finally find the culprit, it was a massive lizard nearly 5 feet long. That's exactly what Eric Holland experienced. Eric was just going about his day, busy working in his shed in his home in Australia, when he heard some banging noises from his house. Naturally, he decided to check it out, and there it was, a giant lizard scaling the wall with its tail casually hitting the drainpipe. Can you imagine the shock and awe he must have felt? I mean, sure, backyard lizards are quite common in that area, with blue tongues and other reptilian visitors making appearances, but nothing quite like the colossal monitor lizard. Fortunately, he was safe and the monitor lizard went about his business. That's Australian wildlife for you, I guess. Number 4. Goblin fetus. A group of builders working at an abandoned warehouse in Santa Maria Regla, Mexico City, stumbled upon something peculiar, something that immediately gained the attention of conspiracy theorists. They discovered a goblin-like fetus that befuddled conspiracy theorists and scientists. The local builders were just going about their business when they came across this mysterious specimen. Imagine their shock when they laid eyes on a small-bodied creature with 4 limbs, a round baby-like head, a face that was, let's just say, not quite symmetrical, and even claws and a tail. It's like something straight out of a fantasy novel or a sci-fi movie. The mummified remains of this enigmatic creature were also displayed at the Museo de los Duendes, which literally translates to Goblin Museum. Visitors can come and marvel at this extraordinary discovery in the municipality of Huasca de Ocampo. Number 3. For 14-legged creepy crawler. In 2006, researchers discovered a creepy crawly that's unlike any other, and seriously, you wouldn't want to encounter this creature, especially if you hold a particular disdain for worms and other creepy crawlies. Hidden within the Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks, experts stumbled upon over 30 never-before-seen invertebrates. But one creature stood out because of how creepy it was. The Ilacme tabini is an extraordinary millipede with a mind-boggling 414 legs. That's 207 pairs of legs. This millipede is just about 1.5 inches long, but it's not your average garden variety critter. This creature might make most people shiver, but it's a fascinating creature with its pure white color. After all, living in the pitch-black confines of a cave renders color pointless. This millipede boasts 4 modified legs called gonopods, which, let's face it, are essentially its unique version of, well, let's just say that they serve a reproductive purpose. And if that wasn't enough, it also has a whopping 200 orifices that could be poison glands. Literally small but terrible. Number 2. 750-year-old wooden statues. This discovery in Peru gave archaeologists quite the scare. In 2018, archaeologists stumbled upon a hidden passageway in Peru, and for the most part, it's a pretty incredible find. But there was something strange about it. The passageway was lined with strange, creepy statues. According to the Ministry of Culture in Peru, these spine-chilling statues are 750 years old. They belong to the pre-Columbian civilization and are considered sacred idols. A settlement known as Chan Chan, before the Inca Empire conquered the region in 1470 AD, was a prosperous and bustling hub of wealth and power in the region. It was divided into 9 citadels with towering earthen walls surrounding its grandeur. These walls were adorned with intricate friezes showcasing the artistic prowess of its inhabitants. The recently discovered corridor stretches over 100 feet, leading to a mysterious ceremonial courtyard. And what awaits you along this eerie path? 19 wooden statues, each standing at around 27 inches tall. These statues are believed to depict anthropomorphic figures. They hold a scepter in one hand, asserting their authority, while clutching a circular object, possibly a shield, in the other. The statues were also covered in clay masks, making them look all the more intimidating. Perhaps this detail is intentional to keep outsiders away. Number 1. The implosion of the Titanic submersible. More than a century has passed since that fateful night in April 1912 when the mighty Titanic, deemed unsinkable, met its tragic demise. Since then, the Titanic wreck has emerged as one of the most captivating and enduring mysteries in the annals of maritime history. This year, on June 18th, an expedition set off from St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada, to see the wreck of the Titanic. Many on board the submersible were among the wealthiest people on the planet, including British billionaire and adventurer Hamish Harding. The submersible, named closely after the Titanic, the Titan, was already met with a lot of controversy and skepticism, with many claiming it wasn't suitable to use for such a deep dive. The submersible dived at around 8 in the morning and was set to surface around 3 p.m., but it never happened. On June 19th, a day after the dive, the U.S. Coast Guard and the Canadian Coast Guard began searching for the submersible using aircraft and underwater sonars, but nothing was found. Days later, a secret government agency claimed they'd heard an implosion occurring near the location of the Titan's supposed dive. A 96-hour countdown of the 22-foot carbon fiber submersible began, and the public watched the news with bated breath. When the countdown reached 0, all 5 people who boarded the Titan were deemed dead. This recent incident reminds us just how unpredictable the ocean is and how we shouldn't, as humans, dare to explore its deepest depths, where crushing pressure could easily destroy a machine with even the tiniest fault. Which of these discoveries caught your attention the most? Drop a comment below to share your thoughts. Don't forget to check out more intriguing content appearing on the screen now. See you in the next video.